music, but you tear me to pieces. So where does it come from?
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or big welcome if this is your first time here. My name is Kim. This is Cleaning with Kim. In today's video, we have some pretty big messes to clean up. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be doing things a little bit differently from my voiceover. I'm going to be giving you guys 10 practical ways that have helped me be able to motivate myself to clean, and hopefully they will be able to help you guys as well. So let's go ahead and get started.
But I feel that it will come back.
All right, well, I go ahead and give you a complete overview of everything that we're going to be working on today. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. So first, we're just going to start this off with a disclaimer. No, it's okay to take a break and to give yourself lots and lots and lots and lots of grace. I preach that around here all the time, and I think it's super important, and it's especially important for us to fill our cup before we can fill others. It's really hard to pour from an empty cup, and I know a lot of you have heard that before. So I try to do my best to make it a point to, even if it's just take a bath when all my kids are in bed once a week. It's something that I'm doing for myself, waking up maybe an hour before them just to have some coffee in my devotional time, whatever it may be for you. Just make sure you're giving yourself a little bit to fill your cup. Especially if you are burnt out or if you have mental or physical struggles, whatever the case may be for you, just know it's okay. Wherever you're at in life right now, it's okay. And we're going to go ahead and try to meet you where you're at in life. You're still a great homemaker, and your to-do list does not define you. I feel like I'm going to put that on a shirt one day because it's so important for you to hear and for myself to hear, because I have struggled exponentially with feeling like my to-do list, if it doesn't get done, then I just am a failure, right? And I know a lot of us feel that same way, but I know it can be so easy to feel like a failure, especially when you're comparing yourself to others online, which is so easy because everything is at our fingertips in seconds. But I'm here to tell you that's not the case. If you just take a step back and really analyze all the things you do in a day, everything from taking a shower, making breakfast for your kids, cleaning up just that one little mess, picking up the spilled crackers that just got all over the floor, anything like that, comforting a child. Just take a step back, really analyze and visualize everything you do in a day, and you're soon going to realize that you are so much more productive than you know. All right, let's go ahead and start with tip number 1, which is going to be micro tasks. I think a huge struggle for a lot of us out there is that we look at the cleaning as a whole. Like, my entire house is a complete disaster. This is so overwhelming. And that's exactly how it gets for me, is it's just so overwhelming to the point where I don't even want to do it. And that's just unproductive, right? So you can come up with something called microtasking. And basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. Just smaller tasks, or one thing at a time on a to-do list. If you're a person that likes to check things off, for me, to-do lists don't do diddly for me. I don't know what it is. If I write it down, chances are I'm really not going to do it. I don't know what that is with me. But if you are a to-do list person, just only write down 2 things on your to-do list. 2 small things, even if it's just clear off the counter. And then your second one is wipe the counter. That way you're only doing one thing at a time, and it doesn't seem so overwhelming. And that is basically the majority. That's the umbrella that's going to hang over all of these tasks, is just being overwhelmed, because I think that's where a lot of us live out. So microtasking, try it out. 1 or 2 things at a time. Cross them off if you like to do that, or just put them in your brain if a to-do list isn't for you. All right, number 2 is super easy because you're already doing it, and that is watch cleaning videos. I don't know who came up with this genius concept of have women clean their homes online, because it really works. Like, I put on one of my favorite YouTubers and watch her, and chances are I'm going to be up and cleaning with her or up and cleaning right after her. Even like to grab a cup of coffee and get a little pre-motivation, sit down, watch it, drink my coffee. That way I'm getting my energy and my mental motivation. And then chances are I'm going to want to do the same thing. And so I will get up and start cleaning too. And I know this is one that we're already doing, so go ahead and check that off the list. You go, girl. girl, you are here, you are wanting to keep your house clean or get it in shape. And I think that should be applauded for, because you are trying, and all we can do is try our best. So tip number 2, watch those YouTube cleaning videos. All right, tip number 3 is something that I talk about here on my channel quite a bit, and that is going to be think of your why. So why do you want to clean? Just ask yourself that simple question. Why do you want a clean home? Could it be for yourself? Could it be for just your mentality? Is that how you function the best? Would it be because of your family? You just want a healthy, safe, warm spot for them, cozy. Whatever your why may be, this is going to be different for everybody. So really think of your why. Why do you want your home to be clean? And I feel like that is that mindset shift that I'm talking about a lot, because getting motivated to clean is 100% a mindset shift. It's all in your mind. Your brain will trick you. And so it's up to us to really get in there and start thinking, why do I want my house to be clean? Why do I want to do this? One of my whys is you guys. I love to do this for y'all. So y'all are definitely one of my whys. So find your why. What is it? Apply that to your mind and think about it over and over and over again while you're sitting on the couch or while you're trying to motivate yourself to clean. Why do I want my home to be clean? Maybe you like your home to be nice for when your partner gets home or when your spouse gets home or whoever. Whatever your why is, it's definitely that mindset shift. Go ahead and think of your why. Tip number 4 is definitely something that has helped me in the past and still continues to help me, and that is timed cleaning. So if racing a clock just doesn't sound like something, it would just stress you out some more, don't think of it that way. Think of it as more of a, let's just see how much I can get done. No pressure, let's just see. And if you are feeling super overwhelmed of racing maybe an hour clock, if that just seems like too much for you, start with 5 minutes. Start with 10 minutes. If 10 minutes is too much, just start with 5. Set a timer for 5 minutes and go ahead and just immediately, as soon as that timer starts, that is you're getting ready to go on a race, right? Like you're standing at the race line, ready, on your mark, get set, go. As soon as you press that timer, and go as slow as you want or go as fast as you want, or just go at a comfortable, normal pace. And take before and after pictures. We're going to get into that pretty soon, but just to see how much can you get done. And I think you are going to be so surprised. So if you're just not feeling it, really not feeling it, can't even get out of bed, maybe think about just a 5-minute timer and do that every single day. Just 5 minutes every single day, and you'll eventually be able to work your way up to a power hour, which, if you're not sure what a power hour is, you set in a timer for 1 hour. On your mark, get set, go, and see how much you can accomplish in that 1 hour. And remember, no pressure. This is just, let's just call it a fun game to see how much we can get done in that time. So timed cleaning, don't sleep on timed cleaning. I feel like that is one of my biggest motivators, because it's kind of my timer telling me, all right, we got to get up and we got to do this. The clock is going. This would also be great for like end of the day cleaning, where you're not really trying to get some deep cleaning done, but maybe you want to wake up to a semi-clean space in the morning. Just set 10-15 minute timer and just pick up as much as you can. And once that timer goes off, you are done. You're done. Feel productive. You did a lot, whether you think it or not, and you'll thank yourself later for having done that. So tip number 5 is actually something that I have done way as far as I can remember since I was a child, whenever I had to clean my room and it was a complete and total disaster. I've mentioned it a couple times on here before, but I think this one is super effective for me, and hopefully it'll work for you as well. And this one is called the pile method. So this pile method is super effective for me, because just like I said, the umbrella that's covering all of these is going to be just feeling overwhelmed. And especially when I walk into a room like my shared toddler's room, when the mess is completely taken over the whole room and I don't even know where to start. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So when I walk into a room like that, I just shove everything into a pile into the middle of the floor. And wait a second, because I know you're like, oh my gosh, that's even worse. Shove everything into a pile in the middle of the floor, sit down or stand up, pick up one thing at a time. Pick up one thing. If it's a dirty sock, just that one dirty sock. Okay, where does this go? Where is its home? Obviously the dirty bin, throw it in there. I'll even sit down next to me a laundry basket and a Walmart bag as a garbage bag. Maybe open up like the toy box next to me on the other side. I'll make like a book pile, a toy pile. So I'm putting everything into categories, and then it just is so much easier once that pile is gone, which is satisfaction in itself. But once that pile is gone, you can go ahead and just quickly put up everything else. And I have this method in my previous videos, basically every single time that I clean my shared toddler's room. But the pile method works great for me because I'm literally only doing one item at a time. I'm not looking at the big, huge picture. I'm just looking at the one item that's in my hand. So let me know if you do the pile method or if you try it out and it works for you, because this is by far my most tried and true cleaning method when I'm just feeling ridiculously overwhelmed. Okay, so tip number 6, it kind of ties into tip number 1 when I was talking about basically just giving you that sense of accomplishment. So tip number 6 is sense of accomplishment. So this could either be taking before and after pictures, setting up your phone and just doing a time lapse and film yourself. You don't have to be a YouTuber to film yourself cleaning. Go ahead and set up your phone and do a time lapse cleaning and go back and watch it. And you're going to be like, yeah, I'm awesome. Like, look how much I got done. Anything that's going to give you that sense of accomplishment. Like I said earlier, your to-do list. If you were a to-do list person, crossing off that to-do list or checking off what you have done, that is going to give you that sense of accomplishment. For me, when I clean a room that was really messy, I go back and just stare at it. Like, I know that sounds really weird, but I just go and I just stare at it. Or like I clean out my refrigerator. I'm probably really hiking up my power bill because I will just open the refrigerator and just stare at my beautiful work, because it's going to give me that sense of accomplishment and probably make me more likely to do it again. So tip number 6, sense of accomplishment. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call tip number 7 a more unconventional tip when it has to do with getting yourself motivated to clean, because I feel like this could tie into helping you keep your home a little more cleaner in the process throughout your day, or this could actually motivate you to get more done. And I learned this one from Jordan Page here on YouTube. And it is the 10-second or 10-step rule. So if you have something in your hand, like let's just say you just finished your coffee, right? And you're sitting on the couch, your sink's way yonder, and you just finished your coffee. If it is going to take you less than 10 seconds or less than 10 steps to put it in its home, go ahead and do it. And I have literally taken this very literal to the fact where if it was going to take me longer than 10 steps, I wasn't worried about it. I was putting it down where it goes. But eventually it'll become more of a habit for you. And you'll automatically think, okay, will this take less than 10 seconds or less than 10 steps to get there, to get this done? And I mean, 10 seconds, 10 steps, that's nothing. So really getting into that again, mindset shift and telling yourself if it's 10 seconds or 10 steps away, to go ahead and put it back into its home. All right, tip number 8 is one that I might get a little hate for, did a little rhyme there, and it's one that I could definitely work on myself, and that is put the phone down. And I know what you're thinking, but Kim, I'm watching you on my phone. I'm watching you clean. I'm getting cleaning motivation. All right, you get a pass because you're watching me clean. But as far as scrolling and all of that, let's put the phone down. And let me tell you why. I came across this quote and I really wish I would have screenshotted it or something. But the main gist of it was, presence leads to productivity. So the more that you are present, the more likely you are to be productive. And I feel like that really makes sense because 9 times out of 10, we're probably going to get bored or we are going to want something to do maybe. So if you have to, stick your phone in another room, put me up on your TV on YouTube if that's possible, or maybe set up a tablet with me on it, whatever. If you only have your phone, go ahead and just set up the phone in a space where you know you're not going to touch it and just stay off your phone. Just stay off your phone. See if it works. I know for me, this one has definitely worked, and it's led me to be more present with my children and my husband as well, which is just bonus points. So put the phone down. Remember, presence leads to productivity. All right, that leads us into number 9, which I think a lot of us are going to enjoy, and that is reward yourself. So I feel like this one could definitely roll into tip number 8 or roll out of tip number 8 into tip number 9, because a way that I like to reward myself is with social media, is with scrolling. There is nothing wrong escaping reality for a little bit and scrolling on social media, okay? Obviously, too much of it is bad for us. Too much of anything is really bad for you, to be honest. And I feel like social media can be a great place where you can learn tips to get motivated to clean your home or whatever you need. But we all know that we don't need it stuck to our hands 24/7. And that is really a habit and a mindset shift too that you have to do. But your phone could for sure be one of the things that you reward yourself with. Or maybe it's a really yummy cup of coffee. Maybe you will go run to Starbucks for yourself and get yourself a good drink or anything like that. Whatever you enjoy, just put it off until you're done with XYZ task. And then you'll be able to reward yourself and you'll have something to look forward to. So not only will you have your little fun reward or prize that you've given yourself, but you'll also have your clean home, which is a reward in itself. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a little challenge, and we'll just start with the phone because I feel like the phone is a big thing for all of us, especially just this day and age. That's just how it is. And go ahead and write down your 2 things on your to-do list. Mark them off either mentally or physically, and then give yourself 10 minutes of phone time. Put the phone down and start over again and see how that works out for you. Or if you even wanted to do the timed cleaning, you could set a 10-minute timer, get as much done as you can, and then 10 minutes of phone time. 10-minute timer, as much as you can, 10 minutes of phone time. If you want more phone time, do more cleaning. 15 minutes of cleaning, 15 minutes of phone time. So I would be curious to see how that works out for some of you, if some of you actually do it. If the phone's not your thing, maybe reading a book. I love to read. I could sit down and read all day if I could, but that's not practical. So give myself 10 minutes of cleaning time, 10 minutes of reading time. All right, we are at the last tip, and this is going to be tip number 10, and that's going to be buy or make some fun cleaning supplies or tools. So this one is always one of my favorites because A, we get to go shopping, and B, we get to try out some new things. This would be the same as going and shopping for some clothes and then coming home and trying all of them on. Same thing. So if you have some fun cleaning supplies or fun cleaning tools or anything like that that you've been looking at, go ahead and do it. If you haven't made my Dawn solution yet that costs pennies and you have everything in your house already, go ahead and make it. Whatever is going to give you that, ooh, I can't wait to try this out. The Method grapefruit scent, I will say, is my hands down favorite cleaning spray, but I don't always have it. But if I do have it, I will say I'm more likely to start wiping things down. So anything like that, buy yourself some fun cleaning supplies or tools or make them. There's tons of recipes on Pinterest. Try that out and you'll be more motivated to clean. Okay, so now we are set up for success, girl. Yes, we are gonna get this done. Let me give you a final bonus tip that once you are motivated to clean, or at least willing, you're up and moving. This one is going to save you. And just remember these few words: a body in motion stays in motion. So obviously that means exactly what it says. As long as you are up and moving, you're gonna keep going. Don't sit down. Unless you're rewarding yourself to sit down for a little bit, don't sit down. Keep going, keep moving, because a body in motion stays in motion. And that is going to be it for today's video, y'all. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you got tons of motivation, inspiration, and encouragement from this video. Remember to give yourself lots of grace. You're not perfect, and that's okay. I hope some of these tips work for you, and whatever works for you, please leave it down in the comments, because I feel like the tips that come from you guys are definitely the best. I will see y'all in the next one. Have a blessed day.